6,950 pounds. We got a 31-foot super slide rear bunkhouse Wildwood here at HyalettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. Came in on trade. It's been park kept for the majority of its lifespan, which is good. So there's not a lot of extra towing stress or anything on it. Now, one of the reasons the folks wanted to trade this in is it does take more time and effort to clean the wavy aluminum sides as opposed to smooth fiberglass skin. And he would wash and wax this thing at least twice, if not 3 times a year. There's been a lot of sweat equity invested into keeping this thing from leaking and to keeping it in good working order. It's been used quite a bit for sure, but it sure hasn't been beat up, and you can tell by like all the decals are still in, you know, real good shape. You can see that everything isn't peeled and flaking. Stored outside, but when you use a wash and UV inhibitor on it, man, it sure does increase the lifespan of it here. Not much to see on the outside. There is big storage under the bunks back here, normal storage up front under the master bed. Now, where it was kept at his park, the bottom step would interfere with his deck. So he took the bottom step off, but it is located in there. So it's not like it's been removed and damaged and thrown away or anything like that. Stepping inside for you here. Nice, light, bright, big, open living space. This has a really interesting bunkhouse in the back. You don't see a lot of this anymore in today's market. It was fairly common when this was first built. Now, this literally just got off the truck. We went and actually picked it up from their campsite. They camped locally. We delivered their new RV out. We parked this one for them, or rather we picked this one up for them. This RV has, and when you take it home it will have, there's a pair of like dowel rods basically that start off the back of this dinette and come up here to help support the slide out roof. Now, older RVs like this one, the header beams and the thickness of materials used in slide out construction wasn't quite up to the snuff that it is today. So without that center dowel rod, that means that this slide out may actually start to sink down in the middle. Thankfully, because this hasn't really been towed and it hasn't gone through heavy stress, I don't see where that's really happened, and I don't see where there's been any sort of leaks or structural failure as a result. But just to be sure, we're going to get those dowel rods put back in before you take it home. A lot of people don't think that those rods are there just for like aesthetic, pretty looks, and they actually do serve a structural, functional purpose. Today's slide outs don't have them because, again, they're built differently. Simple but effective kitchen. We've got central heat in the floor, central air in the ceiling. This back here is where it gets a little bit different from today's market. You've got this extra closet with these good dresser drawers down here, and you have something of a split bath, which is actually really effective in a bunkhouse like this, because you can have, by the way, this is, someone just had a fan back here for the rear bunkhouse. That's all this is doing for us, but this lets one of the kids, you know, get ready for bed while one of the other kids is brushing their teeth or getting, you know, washing their hands for dinner or whatever. You know, you can get 2 kids going at the same time, and the other half of your bathroom's back here. It's kind of nice that it's located right next to the bunkhouse so that the kids can get up and down at night and they don't really disturb mom and dad. Everyone's going to sleep well. This whole camper, the whole message is just simple but effective. Now, what they did here is up front in the master bedroom, they replaced the mattress. This is the original queen bed from the front of the camper. So they brought the, when they replaced the queen bed up front, they brought it back here and put it down there. That's why you see these extra stacked mattresses. Those mattresses actually used to line the floor above that outside storage back here. So you can configure it however you want. If you want to get rid of this mattress, you can. If you want to get rid of some of those things, or if you want to tuck them away, you can do that. I do like that centralized storage in the back here, though. That is pretty handy. So you've got a very flexible sleeping space that you can really kind of finagle around however you want to. Furniture generally looks pretty good. We're probably going to need to run this thing just through a quick bath, but I mean, that's no big deal. What used camper couldn't use a quick bath, you know? I don't see anything that really scares me. I mean, there's little things like this where, I don't know, where maybe they spilled some water while they were cooking or something like that, and it just kind of peeled a little bit of the contact paper. That could also just be from humidity, I'm not sure, because everything's solid. There's no stains, so it's not like there was long-term water exposure that molded or anything like that. But you have to understand, with the age of this and with the amount of use it's been through, it's gonna have some signs of usage. But as far as I can see, air works, fridge works, furnace works. It has to, because the folks were using it right up until the day that they traded it in. This also has dual sliding pocket doors right here to get to a very private front bedroom. Now, this is a full 80-inch true queen pillow top bed. That's straight out of a residential mattress store. That is way bigger, thicker, heavier than the normal camper bed that came with this, which, as I said before, is located back there on the bottom. Normal his and hers side stands, but I do like that they have double drawers on both sides. That's a smart move right there with your... Now, since the bed is now longer than it used to be, it is a little bit tight walking around, but I can get around it. It's not that big a deal. This would be a great bunkhouse for a first-timer, for someone who wants to try camping before they go neck deep into buying a brand new one. You're going to fall 6,950 pounds. You're in a safe half-ton towable class. You're going to always, anytime you have a travel trailer and a half-ton, I recommend you always get proper weight distribution and anti-sway hitching. Of course, you need a brake controller, but we do all that stuff at HyalettRV. We do everything, including financing, obviously trades, and everything in between. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.